I'll sleep when I'm dead. How many times have we heard that before? Maximizing productivity at the expense of sleep is a badge of honor in our society, especially in college. But just how much more can someone get done if they sacrifice their sleep? I'm Brian. Hey, that's me. And I'll be taking this question to the extreme by staying awake for 48 hours straight. Throughout this challenge, I'll be documenting my physical and mental capabilities through a series of tests. Hopefully, we can see just how much more or less I can do with my time. Okay, just checking in right before I hit the sack for the last time in 48 hours. I'm excited, I'm a little scared, but there's really only one way to find out what going 48 hours without sleep is really like, and that's just by going full throttle. So I'm looking forward to taking on this challenge. Hopefully it won't be too bad, fingers crossed. And I'm excited to take you guys along with me on this journey. This is something that I feel like can be super informative and educational on just how harmful actually the effects of not getting enough sleep can be. So without further ado, I guess I'll see you guys on the other side. I think these next 16 hours are going to be pretty easy. I mean, it's just like a normal day in my life. So about the first third of this challenge will just be me going about doing my normal things.
So as for my thoughts on the project, when Brian first introduced the idea, I thought he was a little crazy.
This is my friend Nathan. He's going to help me run the logistics of this project and also make sure I don't do anything too stupid.
To kind of see how he adapts and how his body and mind change throughout the course of him being awake for so long, we decided to incorporate a series of cognitive tests that were fun to do and kind of quick to incorporate into your daily schedule so they didn't take up too much time, but also might provide some kind of scientific benchmark and data points so we can quantify certain things throughout the project.
So what kind of tests am I going to do that Nathan was talking about? Starting at 9 a.m. on Thursday, every 8 hours, I'm going to be taking a Sudoku test, a Wordle, as well as a series of reaction time tests, and then averaging the results. We're about 5 minutes away from hour 1, and let's get our first time points. Oh my god. Did you see that? That's a record right now, 189. So this is how I ended up doing on all 3 tests within the first hour. Not bad. The next time we get tested will be 8 hours later. Okay, it's the end of the day, or end of the work day almost. Almost 5 o'clock. I've been doing well so far, like I said. It's just a normal day for me. No need to fall asleep just yet. About to head back to the apartment and go do some more reaction tests. Let's see if I can do better. Boom, lock it in. 3:17 right now. All right, lock it in. Lock it in. Wait.
Brian will be doing a drunk driving simulator.
Except I'm not drunk yet. So apparently, the less sleep you get, people say after about
20 hours of no sleep, you get to feel the same effects of being intoxicated. I'm gonna be going more than 20 hours of sleep, so there should be extra intoxication going on. But we need like a
Baseline test.
exactly.
In addition to puzzles and reaction tests, I want to emulate another task that is known to be heavily affected by drowsiness: driving. Every year, fatigue is identified as a contributor in 1 in 5 vehicle accidents. Now, for my safety, I won't actually be driving, but I'll be doing the next best thing: the time trial in Mario Kart Rainbow Road.
$319. That's the benchmark. That's the benchmark.
319 and 4 falls.
That's a pretty solid time. I don't know about you. I think that's pretty solid.
It's not winning any tournaments or anything.
I mean,
It's a good baseline to work from.
yeah, considering like I don't play Mario Kart. I actually hate this game. Like, I hated this game ever since my sister started being better than me at this, so I stopped playing Mario Kart. Let's go. We have finally, I shouldn't be this excited, but we have finally made it to Friday.
It's 4:43. I'm not feeling great. I don't know if it's a product of being awake for almost 20 hours, or just because it's really late at night, but I'm really cold for some reason. And I'm also really, really hungry. I don't think my body's used to being awake at this time, so I'm gonna solve both of those issues by making myself some ramen. But I feel awful. I'm just really tired right now, and we're not even halfway there yet. Things started to improve after 6 a.m. when the sun started rising. It felt as though my body had been reawakened as it went through the majority of Friday with a second wind of energy. I did a lot of work throughout the day while also recording the test results every 8 hours, and I started to think that I could easily complete the challenge without any struggle. However, everything changed after the 40-hour mark. This is definitely the most tired throughout the whole entire challenge. I am 5 hours away, so 43 hours in. I can't sit down anymore because as soon as I sit down, I will want to fall asleep. So my next best strategy is to continue to walk around in circles in my bedroom so I can stay awake. I don't know, people talk about sleep deprivation leading to hallucinations, and I feel like I keep on seeing people everywhere, but no one's here. I'm all by myself. Even now, I'll feel like I'll hear something that is like another person coming in here, or like I think I'll see something that resembles like, oh, you know, those chairs, is that just armrests or is that a leg? You know, hand on it? Nope, they're just chairs. There's no one there. So I can swear, like sometimes, I don't know, it'll just be like the shadow of a twig with the bench that makes it look like a person sitting there. Or it looks like someone's jacket is there. It freaks me out. I finally get why people compare lack of sleep to being drunk or intoxicated. As I've been pacing back and forth in my room for the past 20 minutes, and as I get more and more tired, I find it even hard just to walk in a straight line while maintaining my balance. I kind of just put a foot in front of another and fall in front of it, and it's reminding me right now a lot like how a drunk person would walk. And it's actually quite accurate. It's kind of weird. It's just my brain kind of shutting off and not controlling as many or as fluidly as I would have if I had a full night's of sleep. It's not easy. In fact, it's not easy at all. So yeah, that's what I've learned so far. Good morning. 7 a.m. Saturday morning, which means I've been up for 47 hours in a row. There's only one more hour before I can go to bed. But before we do that, we need to do our final string of tests. My body seems like the sun's coming out and it's lighter again.
You could do a whole nother 24 hours.
I could do a whole other 12 hours. No, like honestly, it's starting to feel a lot less tired. It's so strange how powerful the circadian cycle is.
With only one more hour left in the challenge, I did my last set of tests and collected all the results.
Last reaction test time
Oh
done.
my god. Boom. Last Sudoku done.
In the end, these were the final graphed results of the Sudoku, Wordle, and reaction time tests over the period of 48 hours. While we can see a general trend of worsening performance, it's quite surprising just how much the drowsiness levels changed based on the time of day.
I think if I remember correctly, I fell 3 times or
4 times.
4 times, okay. And I got like 3 minutes something, I forgot the exact.
The home stretch.
I'm so excited.
The last obstacle before you can go
I
to
know.
sleep. There he goes. We're already at 3 and it's only the first lap, so would you feel safe with this man on the roads right now? Oh, he saved it. Barely. Oh, there he goes. Oh!
Finish it out, baby.
It's the finish line.
3:23. Those are our times for our laps.
These are honestly, I think this might be better than the first time you did it.
Was it? Wait, actually, I can
I'm honestly pretty sure.
I would be really curious if you gave this to me like a couple hours earlier in the night, because that's when I was really struggling. I think we initially thought when we set up these experiments is, oh, gotta test at the very end because that's probably when I'm gonna be the most tired and I'm just gonna have the most effects. But
It's nighttime.
I guess yeah, we underestimated the effects of the circadian rhythm. If anything, that's taught us is that the circadian rhythm is like super powerful. Right? Like I was dead. Like I was dead a couple hours ago. 29 minutes before I can finally sweet release and just go to bed. I'm feeling like a little bit of an adrenaline boost right now because it's like this is finally over. So I think that also might take into like, oh, we finally did the final. Like we've been talking about this project for over a month now. It's official. I can officially sleep now. I have officially stayed awake for 48 hours in a row, starting from Thursday, February 23rd, 2023 at 8 a.m. all the way till Saturday, February 25th, 8 a.m. I'm exhausted. This has been fun. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.
So, after all this, what did we learn? We learned that the human body is not built to stay up for 24 hours straight, much less 48 hours. When I first started on this challenge, I knew that not getting enough sleep was bad for you, but I didn't really understand just how bad it could get. That lack of sleep can not only paralyze your mental focus, but also seriously impair your physical abilities, oftentimes leading to quite terrifying symptoms. And even though we found that the body's circadian rhythm is surprisingly powerful at combating sleepy symptoms, it really is only a temporary mask for a deeper problem that's gonna hurt. What a great experiment. And if there's one thing to ever take away from this, it's that drowsiness is red alert.